Hey guys, David here and welcome to the Fit Pro Daily. This week is all about setting up systems in your fitness business. I'm going to start the week off like every other week with a special guest interview. This week we're inviting on Ash Burleigh. Yes, he has been on before and he is the owner of Personal Trainer Distinction and the Ninja section of it. So if you've used PT Distinction before, then Ash is the guy that you would go to if you wanted to set up all the automations, all the systems in your own section of the app. So it's going to be a really interesting conversation to see what experiences, what previous work Ash has done on other fitness businesses' system to really get an idea of what's working right now so we can implement this in our own fitness businesses. Anyway, enough of me talking. Let's dive straight into this week's guest interview. Okay guys, welcome to today's guest interview. Today we are bringing back again another returning guest. I think Ash, is this definitely your second time, is it?
Yeah, second time I've been on the thing. I came on a while back now, but yeah, second time I think I've been on.
But today what we're going to talk about is more on what Ash actually does do, which is PT Distinction, his separate one, the Ninja side of things. So if you don't know what we're talking about initially, head over to PT Distinction, have a look at the app, but I'm guessing Ash will go through it in more detail. But I'm not bringing him on to promote the app or say why you should buy it. It's more of a case of listening to some of the systems and stuff that you can use within the app that maybe you can replicate in your own business with the apps that you're using, or if those apps don't do it, maybe you can talk about the stuff that he's going to talk about, maybe that your apps could potentially do, or if you realize that your apps just can't do any of the stuff we're going to talk about, then maybe, hint, you come over and have a chat with Ash about PT Distinction. But Ash, welcome. How are things today?
Yeah, good. First, I want to apologise if you can hear noise in the background. But other than that, we're all good today.
Nice. Okay, so let's start with your story. For anybody that hasn't listened to any previous episodes or they don't really know who you are at all, how did you get started in the fitness industry?
Well, I started as a coach outside the fitness industry originally. So I worked in adventure. So when I was young, I started rock climbing, kayaking, that kind of thing, and really got into coaching those kind of sports. So I did a lot of rock climbing based coaching and a lot of kayaking as well. So whitewater kayaking, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I did that for quite a while. Obviously, fitness was an important part of that. And obviously, try and get people to perform their best in those sports. We had to look at keeping them fit and healthy, look at nutrition, all that kind of thing as well. And a few years into doing that, my dad, who runs his own business, got really, really stressed. It's a relatively well-off business, and a lot of stress and hassle from that. And he, is 6'2", but at that time he was, I think, 27 stone, I think it was. So he was really overweight. He got diagnosed with angina, and he kind of had to do something. The doctor said, "Look, you need to sort your lifestyle out." So the first thing he came to me and said, "Look, can you help me do this?" I said, "Yeah, it's not really what I do, but I'll come talk to you about that and I'll try and help you." And I kind of just, as I was helping my dad through that whole process, I really kind of realized how much I actually enjoyed that side of things. And then I started I thought I trained to become a PT, got qualified, started working in the gym, realized very quickly, because I had a bit of a business background already before that from the adventure side, that, working on the floor in the gym was all well and good, but if I wanted to scale, I needed to kind of go out on my own realistically. Teamed up with my best friend at the time, who was also a PT, set up our own gym, our own studio, I should say, PT studio. Grew that into 2 studios, which I still have now. I just have shared in it now, though I don't really run anything with that. And I did that for a while. I kind of went online alongside what they're doing there, realizing that if I want to do more, I can have like a hybrid approach. So I started off quite early off, before online was really, really a kind of big thing. I did the hybrid side of it alongside the clients we had inside our studio. And then, that kind of grew from there. And then I started doing more and more online. Eventually, after trying lots of different softwares, try and do it myself, build my own things and all that kind of stuff, I found PT Distinction. Started just using PTD like any other coach would. And they eventually set up a Facebook group. Invite everyone to the Facebook group. And as you do in Facebook groups, you get involved, you say hi, you try and help each other out, don't you, whenever you can do. I started doing that. And because I was kind of, had a bit of a passion for technology, a bit of a passion for systems and automations and things like that, I started answering questions. And eventually, Tim, who's one of the co-owners of PT Distinction, dropped me a message and said, like, how did you even do that? Like, he didn't even realize he could do that kind of things with his own software. And that's kind of how our relationship started. They asked me to come and get involved, helping their, users of PTD to get things set up, to do masterclasses for them and things like that. And that's kind of how PTD Ninja was born. I kind of got dubbed the PTD Ninja by everyone inside the group. And then eventually the company kind of was born out of that. And since then, we've been helping personal trainers all over the world with setting up their fulfillment systems basically inside PT Distinction, as well as helping just the users of PTD anyway, and support inside the Facebook group, do all the free masterclasses and things like that. So that's basically my story in a nutshell.
One part I didn't know about that was you still got 2 gyms. I didn't even know you had gyms. I knew you were you coached and all that stuff, and then you moved into online. So what's the deal with the studios now? Then you just have a weekly board meeting or monthly board meeting, and that's it, or do you?
Well, it used to be a trip to Nando's. We used to do it there, but we're not allowed at the moment. So that's what it used to be. So yeah, at the moment, I just had a small percentage of that. We set it up 50-50 to start off with, but my interest was more on the online stuff. And for me, I kind of wanted to coach more people and I wanted to reach more people. And I realized that online would allow me to do that. And we're still best friends. Obviously, we still work together. We still got, all that kind of stuff. But the route he wanted to go was different to the route I wanted to go. And then that's kind of where we got to where the arrangement we are now. So I own a percentage of them, but I don't do too much down there at all. Like I don't work inside there or anything. It's only because I put money into it, so I wanted my return from it. In all honesty, that's just being open honest about the whole thing. But yeah, that's what we do with that at the moment. Don't do too much with it.
That's quite cool. I literally had no idea you owned the gym.
I don't know many people do. I think Jed, who if no one's ever met Jed, is my kind of right hand man in PT Ninja. He's probably one of the only people that know.
Now the whole world
knows. The whole world knows. Yeah. So yeah, all sorts. Like I've had other businesses as well. I've been involved with other businesses. Like I've got involved with my family's business as well. I've ran venture businesses. I've ran national government. I've been not ran but helped set up national governing bodies. Like I've been chairman of governing bodies before. Help put qualifications and stuff together. Like I've always had an interest in that side of thing. And I'm a bit of I won't say an opportunist, but like if I'm always aware of opportunities that are around us. And I you can imagine from my background in the venture, I don't mind taking a little bit of calculated risk. So if I think there's an opportunity to be taken, I'll always go and do that. Some have worked, some haven't, but you learn a lot of lessons from the ones that do work and the ones that don't work. And it's led to where we are now.
Let's have a talk about PTD then. So we know what you do and where you come from, your story and stuff. What exactly is PTD?
So PTD or PT Distinction is basically a software. It's a software that allows you to deliver your services to your clients. That's the best way of describing it, really. It's designed to deliver online services. So, for example, once you've got your leads in, you convert them to sales. What you kind of have to do that is your fulfillment, isn't it? You need to deliver your services to those particular clients that you've sold to. And PT Distinction's job or PTD's job is to help facilitate that. So it's just a tool you can use to help do that. But yes, of course, you could do things like, send spreadsheets out, do little videos, use YouTube, use Dropbox, and there's nothing wrong with those things at all. But what PTD allows you to do is